Hi, I'm Ken Carano, and today we're going to build this cradle coffin panel. Let's do it. I'm making two panels out of this piece, so here I'm simply marking my board at 40.5 inches, which is the halfway mark, and cutting it in two. Next I'll mark my boards at 11, 5, and a few 4-inch sections, which will allow me some extra material when making my cuts. Next I'll mark the bottom of all my pieces and all their angles. From here I'll use the miter saw to cut the proper angle on one side of each board. For this last cut, you'll see I didn't leave myself a lot of extra material. So what I did is I grabbed a piece of scrap to use as an auxiliary fence to make that cut a little safer with my hand being that close to the blade. After that I simply cut the angles on the other side of each piece. With all the pieces cut, I'll do a quick dry fit to make sure everything lines up before adding any glue. Here's the full dry fit, and you can see things look pretty good. Next, I line the pieces up on a piece of painter's tape, as I will use the tape along with a couple of clamps to keep things together while the glue dries. Once I have all the pieces taped down, I add glue in between the joints, brush it in, and then close everything up with the tape. Finally, I'll add a couple clamps and wait for it to dry. After giving the piece a couple hours to dry, I'll sand the top, bottom, and the outsides of the piece, getting everything nice and flush and ready for our panel to be glued in. When sanding was complete, I traced out the top out of a piece of 1/4-inch birch plywood, then headed over to the scroll saw and cut that out. After that I added glue around the top of the cradle, brushed it in, and then placed it down on the birch panel that we just cut. Once I made sure the fit was good, I began to add some clamps. Here's what our cradle looks like with all the clamps. From here, we sit and wait for glue to dry. Next I use a flush trim bit and my palm router to even out the top and make everything flush with the cradle. From here I do final finish sanding with 100 grit paper just to remove the little pieces left after routing. Here's the final panel ready to be primed and painted. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate everyone's support. When you have time, please check out my website, kencarano.com. There you can find paintings and other builds that I've done, as well as a link to my store to get your own cradle panel if you'd like. Thanks. See you guys next time.